Welcome back to the Seattle Seahawks franchise. A lot has happened since the last time we faced the Arizona Cardinals and lost to them on the road. Our interception rate went up, but it hasn't affected us from winning football games. In fact, we are coming off a 2-game winning streak since the tie with the Cowboys, and currently sitting at first place in our division with this Cardinals team's just a few spots behind us. It's been a bit of a struggle for this Cardinals offense. The ground game has been decent with Kyler Murray under center, but this passing attack is currently bottom 5 in the league. And it's not going to get any better when Marvin Harrison Jr. is on the sidelines for this game today. And you would think he'd have a bigger impact for their passing attack, but he has yet to reach 100 yards all year. On the other side of the ball, they are top 5 in interceptions, and although it wasn't the case against the Rams, Cal Burt has been struggling to protect the football as of late. And for the young quarterback, we have been making the playbook a bit more palpable and implementing more of a focus to the run game so he doesn't have to make tough decisions. Our defense has been the anchor to this winning season, and it was Odafe Oweh who was the MVP of the last episode. He has consecutive games with 3 sacks, earning him back-to-back Player of the Week awards. He's got a career high in sacks, and pressure is needed if we plan to take this Cardinals team down. We know all about this team. They have been giving us a bunch of issues, especially Trey Benson. He always finds an extra gear when we match up, and I want eyes on him at all times when we are on defense. And on the other side, it's identifying where Terrence Graves is at all times because the second-year D tackle out of Georgia could disrupt a lot of our progressions. Update for us, we will be without Byron Murphy and Christopher McLeod, who will miss this game, so we'll see a lot more of AJ Barner as the number 2 tight end. This is a very important game for both teams. Cards are looking to inch closer in the standings and break out of their offensive struggles. Meanwhile, we are trying to stay in control of the West on this rainy day. How fitting that it would be in these conditions, and let's get this 10th game of the season going and see if we can take this by storm. Kyler Murray and his offense will be on the field first, and he will come into the game with 11 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. All the questions will be about their passing attack, and it's off to a good start as he hits Jalen Tolbert in his first year with the Cardinals. I would imagine he and other receivers will get more work today with the absence of Harrison Jr. And another connection, this time to the right side. That is Sky Moore wearing the number 80. Here is our first look at Benson taking the toss, and a nice takedown there by Ivan Pace, who's been good for the defense, but there is still more to be desired from that linebacker position. Third down, Murray's gonna roll, and Murray's gonna go. That's just too much space for a guy like this, and Arizona is in the red zone. Few fresh set of downs, Benson is still the running back, getting it to the right side, and not much there, and the refs will get involved for the first time. That'll set them back to the 25. Here's second down, and it's a strike, but he's taken down quickly by Tyrell Dotson, a true leader of this defense, and they'll need to get 14 or more yards. And Murray working the pocket again, but this time he'll be dragged down for the first time today by Dayo Adeyingbo. So the defense will do a good enough job to bring out the field goal team. And Collins will nail it from 41 yards out. I appreciate how we closed out that drive, but Arizona seemed fine moving the ball downfield to open up this game. Here's the rookie Gordon Hicks on the return, and we'll see a lot more of him on special teams just to give him more of a role. Cal Burt and the offense will get to see the field for the first time. I'm interested to see how he will manage this weather. I'm sure it rained a lot in Miami. His first pass is a deep shot to Taylor, but he put too much air on it. Rick Taylor connected with him for a touchdown last game, but we also saw a couple of drops that need to be cleaned up. As Walker's run to the right won't get much, and we'll have our first third down attempt of the game. Bird is going to try to fake it, and he steps into pressure on the throw, and it's going to be an early 3-and-out to start for the offense. Things are off to a slow start, and here's Benson trying to kick this outside, and Brockers will close in on him nicely only for a couple. I've been impressed with Jeremy Brockers, the rookie also from Miami, and Murray fires a laser to Tolbert again, and so far he's been perfect passing in this game. Third down, trying to avoid the heavy pressure being sent. Murray rolls, and look at the big man Ben Silas. The 400-pounder just went step for step with Kyler Murray and secures one of the most impressive sacks I've seen in this series. As Bird hooks up with Walker and a solid gain of 7 on second down. Needing 2 yards, and they'll have Walker go east to west pre-snap. Toss goes to Metcalf, and a big collision will pop the ball loose for the incompletion. Offense will stay on, just trying to get someone to jump. Someone jumps, but no flag. Throw across the middle, and a tough grab is made by Metcalf for the first down. How did the refs not toss the flag on that? Someone clearly jumped before the snap was made. But here's Walker slashing through for his biggest run of the game. And if Walker is having a terrific season, we know what he can do as long as he stays healthy on the field. As Bird takes a shot on the throw by Harold Landry, and they'll have to face 3rd and long. Deep drop with time. Going for it all to Metcalf. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with another touchdown, his 7th of the season. And when it's one-on-one with no safety help, it's not an arm punt, it's a guaranteed 6 and lead for this Seahawks offense. That's a good sign for Cowbird still having confidence to throw the deep ball through the storm, as Ivan Pace is having a tough time taking down Benson, and it actually took 3 guys to do it as he picks up 5. They'll get it again. Nope, it's a keeper by Murray, and he's gonna fight forward and get just enough for first down yardage. Tough day tackling for Ivan Pace, and here's Benson with a nice move as he cuts this near midfield for another 9. When this guy gets going, it's really scary for our defense, as DJ Reader takes him down, but not enough before he moves the chains. DJ Reader's seeing some action, but he usually just relieves Ben Silas for rest. And look at Silas chase Murray again, and he's wrapped up out of bounds behind the line. I like how we are containing him when he rolls out so far, but we have to be consistent as he runs again, fighting for more and picks up 8, and this could be enough to bring out the field goal team. Already has one from 41, Collins now from 56, and it is no good. Credit to our defense, it's not easy keeping up with Murray, and so far it's been only 2 field goal attempts and a 4-point lead. As Taylor is wrapped up, and this will be our first infraction of the day. A different story than the last time we played against this team, as heavy pressure is sent, and Bird never saw the linebacker Larry Griffin firing in from the A-gap. Griffin was the Rookie of the Year last year, and still a sour taste that Tucker didn't take that title. As that pass is batted down, intended for Taylor, so Arizona will take over again. 2.5 to play, here is 2nd and long. And Murray is taken down by Devontae Wyatt. Every one of our pass rushers is getting some work in today, and this is 3rd and long. Will be a run with Benson as they wave the white flag for this drive, and the Seahawks have another shot to expand their lead. We certainly can use all the help we can get to relieve the stress from our defense, but how we have contained them so far has been exceeding our expectations. As Bird will fake it on 2nd down, and the throw back to Walker, but he couldn't keep both feet in, so it's 3rd down. From the pistol, they stay conservative on the run with Walker, and he takes a hit from Collins and does not pick up the first down. Arizona burning a timeout with hopes to add on points before the half. And Murray drops a dime to McBride, slipping by Brocker's tackle, and McBride will get them near the 40. Final 50 seconds. Fake and toss, and Brockers almost made up for it, but couldn't secure the interception. Jumping to 3rd down. Seattle's gonna drop 7 in coverage. Murray realizes it. He takes off, and Ivan Pace seems a bit confused when Murray was clearly running. Leonard Williams hobbles, but he would be okay. And McBride is becoming a focal point to this offense. They're not going to waste any time trying to get this at least a bit closer. And why not? It's McBride with another catch. And the Cardinals won't mess around any longer as Collins will come back out. Pretty much a chip shot. And that is how the cookie will crumble here in the first half. Another low-scoring game for us. We might mess with the settings after the game, but 7-6 going into the locker room should give us a pretty good feeling with where we are at. Even though Murray has 50 plus rushing yards, we have for the most part contained him when we needed to most. But our offense has to give us more than what we've witnessed in the last few games. 7 points just isn't enough to help us in the long run, and we have to make the scoreboard more crooked in the second half. Cards will open with 7 stacked in the box. They run it with Walker anyway, and he finds a crease, pummeling through defenders, and that's the type of start we anticipated. However, left tackle Steven Gregory is hurt and would not return, so big Malcolm McCullough will take his place. And he's going to block for Walker to start, and these are 2 excellent runs to get us in Arizona territory. Steven Gregory will be back for the next game, but for now we will need to look after Bird's blind side as Walker gets another 4. Now in a pass pro stance as Cook comes across, and this is a great job by the O-line as Bird will find Taylor over the middle, but he will just be shy of the sticks. We can see how easy it is for Bird to sit in the pocket when the run game is effective, as Charbonnet will burst through the defense, and it'll be our first time in the red zone today. Kenneth Walker back on, but it's a screen out to Kendrick Cook with some good blocks, and that'll net them about 7. Seattle's gonna spread out the defense on 3rd down, and Bird held on to the ball too long, and that's a sack allowed by McCullough on the left side. He's obviously struggled in moments that he's out on the field, but there's no question the raw talent is there. It's just a matter of unlocking it and being patient. It's back to a 4-point game as Murray will pass again, and that route spun Pritchett out of his shoes, and Michael Wilson will pick up the first down. Their passing attack hasn't been all that bad as Benson rips this run past the defense. He's in Seattle territory, and that's the one guy we cannot let break loose. Now they fake it to him, and Murray runs right into a sack. Derek Hall. This guy feels like he gets a sack at least once a game this season. Murray now working this from 2nd and long. Here's a shot to McBride, but Nehemiah Pritchett is there for the denial. He's been bouncing back from his recent struggles, and we are all rooting for his success. Now a clean pocket for Murray, and he'll find Michael Wilson separating from Pritchett. He's gonna get a chunk of it back, but still short. So they will send Collins back out, and he will continue to be the only offense that they can generate. Cal Bird is only 6 of 15 this game for 93 yards and a score. The offense hasn't been on the field that much outside of the touchdown drive, and he'll loft it, and Metcalf will secure it going to the ground for another big play. Nicely done by Bird with pressure in his face to put some touch and air under the ball. And now a rare scramble by Bird, and he's got space, sprinting for the first down, hit out of bounds. I'm not sure how there's no flag thrown. He was clearly going out, and Arizona gets a cheap shot there. Meanwhile, we get caught with these ticky-tack calls as Bird finds Barner, and he'll trample through defenders for another first down. A.J. Barner stepping in as our number 2 tight end today, and his catch will set up the touchdown. DK Metcalf comes across the slant and has a pair of scores under his belt. What a drive for Cal Bird. Perfect accuracy to go along with his improvising skills, and the Seahawks expand their lead. Kind of odd that Metcalf doesn't have his visor in this game, but either way, he's seeing the ball really well out of the hands of Bird, as Benson has another strong run for a first down yardage. Here's the final play of the 3rd quarter, and Murray will catch the defense traveling too far back, and he'll take advantage with his legs again. The whole reason we signed Ivan Pace was to pick up on those runs, and it hasn't worked so far in this game, as Tolbert has another catch to keep the chains moving. Cards still looking for their first touchdown in the eye. It goes to Benson, and there's Pace making the tackle for no gain. Outside of the big run, we've done well against the ground attack, as they try him again on the left side, and Benson is met by Tucker, and we'll have 3rd and about 5. This could be 4-down territory if they don't get it here, as the Seahawks see a linebacker matched up with the receiver, and they'll burn a timeout. Seahawks showing a 5-man front. They rush 5. Murray to the end zone. It's broken up by Witherspoon. Tried to find Tolbert again, but excellent coverage by our number 1 DB. Here's 4th down, and down he goes. sacked by the red-hot Odafe, and the Cards get denied here in the fourth quarter. This defense stays relentless, and you would think if we score again, it could put this one away early. Walker out in space after the solid run, and Bird will find McDonald for the first down. That's the first time we called his name today. It's pretty much been all Metcalf on offense, as Bird is dropped for another sack by the first-round rookie Greg Gant, and this will be 3rd and a mile. Taylor always an option from the slot, but Bird fires to his go-to target, and Metcalf has it again. Stiff arms a man, and it's going to be a foot race that he will easily win. And DK Metcalf has the hat trick. Unbelievable. Out of the 3 touchdowns today, this one has to be the most impressive. He went full beast mode and brings us back to the awesome Marshawn Lynch days with that stiff arm and floats his way midair into the end zone. I just think DK can be a top tier player if the QB just has confidence in him, as Murray avoids the sack and will scramble his way for another first down. We are fine with that as long as the clock keeps moving. Under 5 to go. This is a toss out to McBride, slips by Dotson, and you gotta be kidding me. That's gonna be a flag? Calbird was literally going out and doesn't get the call, but McBride gets the free 15 yards. As Sky Moore makes the catch to move the sticks inside the red zone. Here's a run with Benson, and look at the rookie Brockers flying into the backfield, and they get nothing. Blitz comes in, Murray feels it, and it gets to him anyway. Derek Hall. That may be the dagger. Murray's got a man downfield. He's got it, but it pops out at the end. Michael Wilson couldn't hang on. Oh, stop it. You already got your flag. Ball game on the line. Seattle will cover the deep zone. Desperate heave to the end zone, and that is incomplete, and that will crush the hopes for Arizona. We'll have a 2nd and long after a holding call, and here is Bird under heavy pressure by Terrence Graves, and if we don't convert here, the Cardinals may have a pulse. Run with Walker, and he doesn't get much, so the conservative call will give Arizona the chance to close the lead again. From the 47, they go with the screen, and Benson going uphill will get closed in by Witherspoon for 7. And Arizona will burn their first timeout. One of the biggest success stories to this season is that we have done a much better job on closing out games and learning how to win the close ones, as Duhan is beat by Tolbert on that route. Kendrick Duhan had the first interception of his career last week. And look at the excellent coverage here. Murray works the pocket, looking for Benson, and a nice job by Pace out in man coverage to break that up. Final minute and a half. Murray going deep over the middle, and Moore will come down with it for the touchdown. So they finally find the end zone, and this was a bit out of character for Cameron Tucker. He read this route correctly, but he just overran the ball. And that will close the gap as the Cards try an onside kick. Collins has been good today, and the kick is touched too early. Flag is down, but it is still recovered by Seattle. They'll try to put this away with Walker on his own run, but a nice job by Zaven Collins to force 3rd down. First down will win the game. They're going to trust Bird's arm, but he doesn't have enough time. Larry Griffin will take him down with the sack. That's not necessarily a bad thing. The clock will still move, but Arizona will still need to find the end zone and convert a 2-point conversion to tie. And Kyler Murray will have 27 seconds to go, 87 yards. This would be a moment they wish Marvin Harrison Jr. was on the field. But Murray is going to have to trust another option as he goes deep to Tolbert. And Brockers disrupted just enough for the incompletion. Jeremy Brockers hasn't been this flashy safety, but so far the rookie out of Miami has been doing his job. As Murray will just throw this away with 14 seconds left on the clock. I would have thought they would run some plays to gain extra yards instead of just running vertical routes. And now he's in trouble and again throwing it away with pressure all over him. Tyrell Dotson almost ended the game, but with where the clock is, this is pretty much the ball game right here. Here's a deep shot. This is well short, and it is also incomplete. And that is your ball game as the clock strikes 0. 24-16 is your final, and it was a lot closer than how the game actually progressed. I felt like our defense once again really controlled the tempo in this one. Cowbird only completed 50% of his passes today, and honestly, with a rainy game like today, I was just happy that he didn't throw an interception. And to top it off, he had 3 touchdowns today to go along with his outing. But our defense, led out by Derek Hall, just kept delivering pressure on Murray. And I'm not sure if Harrison Jr. would have made a difference if he played. We really didn't give Murray a chance back there, which is probably why he was allowed to scramble so much. That's normally something I don't want to happen, but if Kyler Murray scrambled a bunch and couldn't find the end zone until late in the 4th quarter, I think we can live with that. But we can't leave this episode without talking about the play of DK Metcalf. This is someone we can always count on in all types of situations. I also think with how Rick Taylor has played, it's opened up more one-on-ones for DK on the outside, and he is taking full advantage of it. He didn't have the same production with Sam Howell under center, which led to the regression to superstar development. But after this game, DK Metcalf has propelled himself back to a superstar X Factor, and hopefully it stays this way for a while. From day one of this franchise, I've always wanted to build around him and hopefully maybe even win a Super Bowl with him. He's at his age 28 season, and I want to maximize this peak of his career and hopefully get that championship with him as our X receiver. Before the episode ends, let's check out the Offensive Rookie of the Year race. Tyler McPherson went number 1 overall, and he's leading Cal Bird and Rick Taylor, who's second at the moment. McPherson is off to a good start, but I think if we can continue to protect the ball and score more points, we can see one of our guys win that award at the end of the year. So, defense has been a bit easy for both the CPU and I when I play the games, so I am going to adjust the settings slightly. I've lowered pass coverage, tackling, and passing reaction by 5 for both the CPU and the player. And I've also increased 5 for pass accuracy and pass protection for the CPU. I know that Madden offenses was really easy when the game first came out, so I'm not sure if the recent updates affected the defenses, because there were some moments that we looked like the 85 Bears. So let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe you saw something different in the settings, and that would be helpful if you could let me know what your settings look like as well. Someone mentioned auto subs in the comment section. Here's what they look like, because I really like rotations, and I think this is the best way to get some role players more playing time, and they will rotate in more consistently. For formation subs, I wish when you make your own playbook, Madden would just allow you to make the proper changes to subs like it's your own personal playbook, but I guess it is what it is. Next matchup will be a good one. We will take on Brock Purdy and the Patriots. He's had tons of success against us in the past, but that was a different team compared to this number 1 ranked defense. They are winning this year with him under center, and they are entering this Monday night game on a 4-game winning streak. So that's going to be tons of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was a bit more information at the end, but I'm glad you stayed for it. Please subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. Have an amazing day. Till next time, I'm Monkey C, and I'm out.